3, 2, 1. And there she is. So, guys, what do you think? So I went for the 3 monitor setup. Now, this is set up in DCS at the moment. And I've got it running in 1080p. So they say with DCS, really start with one aeroplane, one aircraft that you've been passionate about all your life, and learn that aircraft, because honestly, it's not easy if you've never, especially if you're a novice and come into it. It's a massive learning curve. So I went with the 3 monitor setup on it because I already had this Samsung monitor spare just sitting around. So I decided I was going to buy 2 of the monitors exactly the same. I wanted them black originally, but I think they go quite well with the white keyboard and white mouse. And I couldn't find any more of these monitors. I bought this one about 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought, I'll try Argos again. It wasn't there. So I went on Facebook Marketplace, but I saved myself an absolute bomb. So there's around about £1,200 worth of monitors here, with the original cost. I managed to get these 2 monitors for just over £150. So that was really, really good, a really good saving. So moving down, we're going to go down to, well, what we can see is the rudder pedals. So I saved money on the rudder pedals by using and utilising the Thrustmaster ones that came before. I actually like them. Some people say they're too sensitive, but I actually got on really well with them. I thought they were very close to like a Cessna in real life. I felt that they felt the same, so I was happy using them. And what I bought for them was 3D printed jet pedals. So they just bolt on, and it just gives it that more of a jet fighter look. They're very similar to the Tomcat ones actually, and I'm happy with these for now. We will see how it goes, and maybe upgrade at a later date. So moving out, the monitors. So I just bought some monitor stands, some TV stands from Amazon. They come on wheels, but I didn't need the wheels. So we put the TV brackets there. And then the one in the center is a gaming monitor bracket. So they're a bit more expensive then. I think that's about £70. But to add the other 2 on, I bought the 2. The only reason I needed the gaming bracket was because I needed the space underneath. So to save money, rather than buying 3 of those, we bought the monitor brackets from Amazon and then the gaming bracket in the center. And then altogether, the costing on them was around about, I think it cost £200 for the monitor bracket setup. So moving on, the next thing is going to be the gaming rig. So that is the actual, all the metal work that the chair sits on. So we're not talking about the chair for now, because that's a real Might & Baker ejection seat. We're going to be talking about just the frame that holds the chair, that holds the pedals, where the HOTAS stick goes, holds the joystick, and then gives you a little bit of real estate for your mouse and keyboard here. So that I got for a bargain on eBay. So I bought it brand new, and it was around about £100, maybe a little bit more. I'll put a screenshot in so you can see the bare bones of it and what I bought. Now, I reached out to Next Level Gaming because they do a really cool military setup. And I wanted to see if they wanted to do something with the channel, work together, or even just offer a tiny, tiny little bit discount on it. But they didn't reply to my email, which I was pretty disappointed about, really. So I decided to build my own. And I thought, you know what? I'm not just going to build my own. I'm going to build a better one. And in my opinion, I think that's what I've done here. So that's the frame. But the most exciting part of this whole build was the Might & Baker ejection seat. So this is the lower pan of a Might & Baker ejection seat. Now, I did think about getting a whole seat, but the first thing was price, and second thing was it's just a bit big for your house. So I've got this in my office, and it's just a little bit big with that. So what I did is I bought a Might & Baker new old stock seat pan, and I got the survival pack underneath with a military cushion. That's not actually off of Martin Baker Ejection Seat. I think it's out of a helicopter, but it works really well. I'll just take this knee board off there. Works really well. And then we put a real ejection handle in, which I'm going to wire up so it works in the game. And it works really, really well. This is a real sheepskin cover from an ejection seat as well. So if I move this helmet, and we'll talk about that later on, you can see there that, in my opinion, that is much better than the next level gaming chair. And we've got a parachute pack on the back. Again, a genuine Irvin parachute pack. No parachute in it, but I padded it with foam. So it just gives that military feel and look and smell. So it smells a little bit like a jet cockpit when you get in it. So that was my aim. Even got a real ejection seat handle here. I think this is either off a Phantom or an A7 Corsair. I think it's more likely off the Corsair 2. But we're going to wire this in so it really works in the game. And you can just pull it out and stick it back in. So there's my Martin Baker ejection seat. I'm not saying this is going to last forever. There's a potential that we will get a real one, like a full-size one. But for now, I like it. It's comfy and it's easy to get into. Moving on, I bought the Warthog controllers. So these were bought from eBay. I tried to save money by going to CEX. That's like an exchange company in the UK. But they cancelled my order and refunded me. So we ended up going on eBay and getting a brand new one, but it was a display one in a window. And it saved a hell of a lot of money. So guys, you don't have to go out and buy everything brand new. You can get pre-owned or ex-display stuff as well. One of the things I think I may have wasted my money on was the subwoofer. So again, I didn't go all out with a really expensive one. I think it was around about 60 quid. And it sounds really good when it's on. However, I have the helmet which I've converted, so we'll talk about that again in a bit.